Hello and welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. One super popular craft trend is the Starbucks tumbler. You know, the plastic iced coffee drink cups that you get at Starbucks that are reusable and washable. Lots of people love to customize them with vinyl, whether it's a name or a specific design. You can find all sorts of graphics to go on your Starbucks tumbler. However, vinyl doesn't always hold up so well in the dishwasher or with everyday wear and tear, so you're going to probably want to seal it. Our favorite way to seal Starbucks tumblers is with UV resin. We like the J. Diction UV resin. Now, this is not a Starbucks tumbler. This is a smaller version of the Starbucks tumbler that we got at Walmart. It's just a cute little kitty cup, and I've put vinyl on it. We use the Tech Wrap Craft vinyl. This vinyl is so stinking cute. I love the rainbow pattern and the colors on it. And I have a tumbler turner, a silicone pad to just protect my craft surface, my UV resin from J. Diction, a glove to help protect my hands. You can also use other PPE like masks and goggles in order to protect yourself. I have a UV light, but if it is a super sunny day outside, that is our recommendation. A super sunny and decently warm day will help cure your UV resin so much faster than just with a UV light. I also have a torch lighter, which will help us pop any bubbles that we might get with our UV resin. You can also use a spritz bottle, of alcohol. Just a high isopropyl alcohol will work wonderfully. But we did already put our vinyl on here, and so I'm just going to show you how easy it is to use this UV resin to seal the vinyl. One other thing I do want to mention, if you are using the larger Starbucks cups, then these will work for them. These are silicone, kind of like collars that you use if you are making a tumbler, especially with resin. And the idea is that it creates a stopping point for you to put your resin so that it doesn't go too far and it is still really even. So these work with the larger cups. It doesn't work with the smaller one. I'm going to just be very careful. However, I could use electrical tape if I wanted to create a really nice even line here on the top and the bottom, but it's not essential. I just wanted to show you all that product. It is in our Amazon storefront if it's something you're interested in. If you do a lot of tumblers, then it's something that you may want to look into. Here is our cute little cup that we're going to be using. I'm just going to place it here on the styrofoam in my tumbler turner, or on my tumbler turner. And then I'm going to put my glove on and any other PPE that I want in order to protect myself. Now, do not shake your UV resin. If you shake your UV resin, then it can get extra bubbles in it. You can pop those, but it just becomes a hassle to do that. To start with, I just place some right here over the logo, over the graphic. And then I'm going to smooth it out with my finger, and then I'll add more as I go. So once it's smooth and everything is completely covered, then I'm going to turn my tumbler turner on and let it rotate, and then add more UV resin. Now, your tumbler turner will go both ways. It goes left and right. My preference is always for it to go away from me. I really don't know why. It's just my preference. So if it's not going away from me, then I'll stop it and redirect it until it goes the way that I want it. It just helps me make sure that everything is even, and it's just how I prefer it. So let's go ahead and place a little bit more on here. You can be as heavy-handed with this as you want, or as light-handed. If you are light-handed with it, which is the way that I was when I first started, then you're probably going to need to put 2 coats on it. If you are heavy-handed with it, then you can probably get away with 1 coat. Now, the other cool thing about UV resin is if you are not outside or do not have a UV light currently shining on it, then you have a good amount of working time. It's not going to cure without that light. So if I get some on the lip of this cup or something like that, I can easily take some alcohol to it and clean it off so that it doesn't stick there before I cure it. So that's really nice. It's a little bit of a foolproof hack there. Let's go ahead and continue to rub this around and get it good and even. UV resin is self-leveling, so once I get this cup completely covered and allow the tumbler turner to rotate on its own, it's going to self-level, and then I won't have any heavy spots on one side or the other, which is really nice. So one question that you might be asking yourself is, why am I coating the entire cup instead of just the logo? And the answer to that is, if I just coated the graphic, then you would be able to see a start and stop. And a lot of times when you can see the start and stop, you can also feel that edge. And what's going to end up happening is that edge is going to start kind of breaking, crumbling, and you don't want that. So go over the entire cup. Don't skip on that. It's going to make it look really nice and professional and give you a really good finished cup. So I'm just going to let it spin, let it kind of self-level out here, and look at it to make sure that everything is good and covered and that I don't need to apply anymore. I'm going to look right here at this bottom and kind of just tap it with my finger to make sure that it is all the way to the bottom and looks really good. And then I'm going to grab my torch lighter and pop any bubbles on here that I see. And I like to just stick in one spot until it rotates a couple of times and then move my torch lighter down as I go. This helps me get all of the bubbles. I do want to point out, if you don't have a really good thick coat of resin, then once you get to the part, whether it's printable vinyl or regular vinyl, if it is not a good thick coat, you can melt that graphic underneath it. So make sure you have plenty of vinyl on it, or plenty of resin over the vinyl before you apply heat. I have learned that the hard way, unfortunately. This is looking really, really good. Bubble free. And the last thing that I want to do is grab a paper towel and that alcohol and just clean this lip up. Okay, now that I have that ledge cleared off, everything looks good. I did notice one other bubble right here. Let me pop it before I apply any light to it, because once you start applying that light, it goes pretty quickly. Okay, let's turn this light on. Because it is rotating, it will take a little bit longer than it would if it were just a still product that we are curing the resin on. Like I did mention, it is easier and quicker to just throw it outside. So I probably will finish mine up here. It could take probably anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes holding it here, but out in the sun, you're looking at around 3 minutes, especially with the temperature. The temperature inside your craft room also will play a factor in how quickly your resin cures. So if it's cooler in your craft room, then it is going to take a little bit longer for it to cure. Okay, you know it is finished curing when you can touch it and it doesn't have any stick at all. It honestly just doesn't take any time at all, and that's how easy it is to seal vinyl on the Starbucks tumblers, or any tumbler for that matter. What do you think? This was so easy and so quick, right? And it will make the tumblers and the vinyl on it last so much longer. It makes them look super professional. They're very beautiful, and it will make a very good gift. Or you could easily sell products like this for a really good turnover. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions about this particular project or any other content that you would like to see. If you are not already a subscriber to the YouTube channel, it is absolutely free to do that. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know every time we go live or post other content like this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you here another day for another video. All right.